Hey, everybody. It's your lovely Lotus Blossom Lizzie, and we're here today with a Finish Up Friday because I always have tons and tons of things that are just sitting around and they need to be finished, basically. So I dubbed Friday Finish Up Friday. And I know for a few Fridays I wasn't able to make it, but I'm here now. So, hello, Mackenzie. We're here quite early, but I was still kind of finishing things up. So, I promise I wasn't ignoring you. I just was I had to post some links and some other places as well. And hello, Tammy and Jamie and Penny. Thank you all for coming on. So, y'all, I got my shark fin Kool-Aid. The end of the shark fin Kool-Aid, then we'll have to change to a different Kool-Aid just in case I have one of my coughing spells or I get thirsty. But I don't think I'm going to be on for 2 hours tonight. So, how did you all enjoy the little golden book sort of tutorial? Hey, Boo Boo Kitty. I went back and I read the chat from yesterday. I was just laughing so hard when y'all were like, read the chat. That bobby pin idea I think would have been a good idea. I think that was Boo Boo Kitty's idea. Yep, I got more of the shark fin Kool-Aid, girl. So, for those of you that are new to the channel, we do junk journal related videos here. And so, if you love junk journals like we do, then you'll want to subscribe to the channel and also make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Hit the notification button, and when you hit that notification button, you should be able to see when more videos like this one come out. Also, we have a Facebook group, and I just let someone into the group just a moment ago. All you have to do is just answer a few questions, and you're in. Then you're all in, and then you can join us. So I just had some random stuff again, and I had some things that I just needed to fussy cut a little bit, and I wanted to maybe do some sewing, and I wanted to make some tabs, and just because what happens, y'all, what happens in the life of a person that does like digital kits like I do over at pleasantcreations.com, shameless plug. Sometimes I have a lot of miscuts, or I actually print a lot of prints, maybe to ship out to people, or not the misprints, of course, but the real thing, or I'm testing things, so I end up with a lot of stuff. So I just kind of put those over to the side so that I can work on those. Let me fix this crazy focus here. Hey Lisa, thanks for joining us. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I got some tabs. I actually started without you all. And I started making some tabs because I got a new tab punch. I sent the old one back, which I purchased it on Amazon, and they didn't give me any problems. I told them, hey, this thing does not work, and they gave me a little code. And I didn't even have like the original packaging, so because I had already thrown it away. I just took it to the UPS store. They packed it up and sent it, so I didn't have to do anything. So I have to say, Amazon made it pretty easy for me to do that. So I don't know if I could call today like a Project 20 day, but just fussy cutting these things and kind of getting them into shape so that I can include them in some of the ephemera. I think that counts as part of the Project 20. Hey, happy face. How you doing? I'm doing good over here. Oh, let me just tell you all, the thunder and lightning came a little late today, and it's just starting to thunder. So if we get dropped off, we're probably okay here, but just know, just in case, the stream looks good and everything right now, but it may not last. So what are you all working on? Because I'm going to be like cutting my little heart out right now. Because these are not really like a miscut, but, well, some of them are miscut. But I'm just trying to just kind of straighten them up a little bit and kind of put things where they need to be so I can find them. That's what we're going to be doing. You think it counts, Jamie? I think it counts too. That's our story, and we're going to stick to it. So I had this idea, and I don't know if anybody would be interested in it. I have like a lot of things that you all see me doing working with, and I don't have them up in the shop yet. They're not over on the Facebook page yet. But what I was thinking about doing is putting together like some random pieces, die cuts, tags, things like that, and kind of bundling them up. But I don't know if anybody would be interested in those type of things. So if you all, not to say that you want to purchase those right now, but what do you think about that idea? Is that something that you all would be interested in? Because I have like all kinds of advertisements, like these colored advertisements that I have here. And I have black and white advertisements I haven't put up. I have botanical prints that's not up. I just have a lot of things that haven't made it up yet. But I'm just thinking about doing like a big mix of things. And I already have an ephemera pack up on Pleasant Creations, but this one would be different, and it would include some different types of items. And this will probably be like a mega pack that I put up. So I don't know. So Happy Face said she was adding new music releases to her Spotify playlist. I don't even have. I should get Spotify. I haven't even been listening to what is it? What's the other one? Pandora. So I don't know what the difference is between Pandora and Spotify. But usually if I listen to one, it's either like that or iHeartRadio, something like that. So I don't know what the difference is between the two. And the only time I really listen to music is maybe like when I go like on a road trip or something. Because otherwise, when I'm in my car, I'm listening to podcasts. I'm a podcast listener for sure. And I like listening to podcasts. I don't really listen to podcasts like from for like Etsy, but I sell on eBay, so I listen to some eBay podcasts, and I also listen to the show, I think I talked about it a little bit, called Everything's Alive, where this guy is interviewing inanimate objects. That's pretty cool. I love that show. And Slim likes it too. Hey Rachel over at Scrapcraftastic. Y'all have to go check out Scrapcraftastic's channel after you leave mine, of course, because she does more planner related stuff, but she's slowly integrating into the journal things as well. So technically she's probably my competition, but she's okay with me. So Tammy says it's an awesome idea about the mega pack. So I have to ask the people that count, Some of these were offcuts. I was cutting things and it didn't cut right, but they were good enough for me to use, and actually very beautiful. I don't think the colors of some of these items render properly on the camera, but they're quite nice, I have to say. Oh, I have to tell you guys a little secret. I got a secret for y'all. Don't tell nobody, but I broke down and I purchased something that I've been wanting to purchase. And I've kind of talked about it on the live stream, so can you all guess what it is? It's something that's gonna help me be happy. Happier than I already am. Can you all guess what it is? I know there's a delay, so I'm just gonna sit here and cut and see if y'all can guess what I purchased. That I broke down and purchased, because I'm a gadget girl like that. She likes her gadgets. And it's something that I've been wanting for a while. And I'm sure I talked about it a little bit kind of, on the live stream. So I'm gonna see if y'all can guess it out. Guess it out. Now this is a cute little advertisement. It's like in the shape of a, I guess I don't know if it's supposed to be a cucumber or a pickle, but it's kind of cute. Oh, here comes the thunder. Y'all listening? Did y'all hear the thunder? Yeah, the storm is a coming. The storm is a coming. Actually, I wanted to start working on like a new ephemera project, but I was like, no. You know what? I have like too many Florida hanging chads here, so I was like, let me just finish up some of this stuff. Uh-oh, the guessing has begun. The guessing has begun. Let's see if anybody else wants to take a guess before I say yay or nay to what's being put up. Alright, so that's all these little pieces here that I wanted to do. And I don't really have a home for these pieces. Let's see. Let's see where I can put them at. The We Are Memory Keepers thing talked about the other night. I don't know what that is. Well, I can tell you it's not a We Are Memory Keepers product. What are you guys guessing? You made your guess. You made your guess, Jamie. So hold tight. See if anybody else wants to chime in on something. I purchased something that I've been wanting to get, and I kind of broke down and got it. It was more like a want than a need. I should be working on this book. That's what I should be working on, because I think I need some more. I need to make some more, put some more pages together on here. So I'm going to stick the big cards down here at the bottom and try to stick like items together. Oh, that's interesting, Happy Face. I might have to look into that. But like I said, you know what? I don't listen to music like I used to, so it wouldn't be a priority for me, but that sounds interesting. All right, I'll go ahead and tell you all, since y'all not guessing. Y'all not guessing what it is, but Jamie, you're correct. I bought a new sewing machine. Yay, from Lizzie. She bought her a new sewing machine. I had to sing that one. And I just got it off the doorstep, so I tried. That's why it took so long for the live stream to pop up today, because I was going to kind of do like a little bit of a review on it. I knew it was coming today, but it took so long to get here. I guess it didn't really take long to get here. I just ordered it like day before yesterday. But I decided that I'll wait till another day after I've used it a little bit. So I'm not going to use it today. And I think I'm going to leave my other sewing machine up so that I can like leave maybe like a neutral thread in there, and then the other one I will change the threads in. I don't know how I feel about that, because space is limited in this place. Y'all want me to give you the details too? It's actually, I have a brother machine, and it's also a brother machine, and I'll tell you which one it is. It is the RSQ9195, so you can look it up. So, and it's beautiful. I looked at some reviews and stuff before I actually purchased it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and give it a go. It is actually a refurbished machine. I got it on Amazon, and the price was pretty good, so I decided to go for it. And so I just did a little bit of an inventory on the package to make sure I had everything was there, and everything's there, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. Just beautiful. Y'all, I love this book so much. Y'all have no idea. Hey, Seek, how you doing? Yes, yes, I got a new machine. Seek, I got a new machine. And it's very pretty. I don't even know if I could put it on the desk right now. I have to put it, I don't know how I'm going to record to show you guys the machine. But like I said, I haven't really used it yet or anything, so I can't really tell you how it is to use it, or I don't know how to use it, basically. Alright, so these big cards got to go someplace else. But once I learn how to use it, then I can. Not that I would be doing a tutorial, because y'all know I don't do tutorials. So, I just got to figure it out. She has to figure it out. So I actually haven't been over on the Facebook group today. What did I do this morning? I went with my mom so she could get her hair done. Me and Slim went with her. And then I came back home after that. Then me and Slim went to the post office because I had some packages to drop off. And then I don't know what else. Where did this afternoon go? I do not know. It's been kind of a slow day for me. Alright, so that took up that whole page. So I don't have, well, I still have this page to fill. This page I can fill. See, y'all, this is one signature right here. Isn't that beautiful? Slim loves his journal. He loves it. I don't know if he started using it yet, but he loves it. This is kind of loose too, but hopefully it won't fall out. But Slim loves the journal. Look at that. So I need to work on this book too, but I'm not going to do that today. And I actually found some more letters. I got letters all over the place. See, I cut like a lot of letters, and then so I ended up with a lot. So I was like, well, maybe. So I have a lot of pages to work with still in here. I don't know how that's going to work out because this book is like super fat now, but who cares? You only live once. Yeah, oh, that's right. I did do a live this morning. It was a short live. I was over on Facebook and I did a live, and that was a little bit of a test because I was thinking maybe because my last video still did not render for replay. So I was thinking, okay, well, maybe I'm doing something wrong with the live stream. And I actually was using a live stream software called OBS. And like while the stream is going, everything is good. But then when it's time for it to, when it closes, that's it. Nobody else can have access to it. And that's kind of weird. So I'm folding this over so I can make some tabs with this. I took a few pieces of paper out for tabs. Alright, because I like my tabs where they kind of fold over, because you can just cut the tabs and it'll just be one piece, but I like mine so it's like a two-piece kind of jammy, and it opens up like that. So that's how I'm making these. And I thought maybe if I make these, and I'll have some tabs ready, because I'm thinking about making some tags with tabs like this. I like these. And then I would just put them on. Ta-da! And y'all know the rest of the story. The sewing machine is going to come out now. I'm going to have like some super duper stitches. Yay! That's what she's going for. That's what she's going for. I'm in the singing mood now, because I've been waiting all day for that sewing machine to come. I was like, I hope I'm here when it comes, because I don't want anybody to take my box. So far, this new one is still working, because someone else said that they had one of these tab punches and they had the same problem where it just kind of seized up, which I don't know why, because I'm not cutting anything that's like heavy duty like metal or anything, and I didn't drop it or nothing like that. Y'all see how it's just popping up? It's just popping up. But yeah, that's sewing machine. I'll try to kind of show you all a little bit of the sewing machine. I get some of the stuff off my desk. Maybe. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. So this works best when you have like a nice long line of material to work with, here being this punch. That one might be a little wacky. I think it'll work though. So it's always good to have some things done ahead of time. And of course, this is good to get rid of some scraps, because these are all scrap papers here that I'm working with. So yeah, I have a few tabs here. Oh, you brought a new paper trimmer today. What kind of paper trimmer is it? Did you get like a Big Mama like I got? Because I love Big Mama. I'm gonna pull her out in a second. She needs to get to work, because I got some cuttings I need to do with all these extra papers that I printed out. I don't think I'm gonna be I'm gonna say this, but I don't know if it's gonna be true or not. But I don't think I'm gonna be buying any more gadgets anytime soon. So you know what, these tabs could be considered ephemera, couldn't they? I'm making tabs, and even though they don't have anything on them, they could definitely be considered ephemera as well. So I think I'm gonna make my project 20 for today. It's the Fiskars Trimmer Scorer. Does mine score? I have you might have like the smaller one like I got, because it scores as well. Although I never used it to score anything. I never had to really score anything. Now I've scored things with my Cricut, but I've never really scored anything. Yes I did. I guess I scored some paper yesterday. Do you call tabs ephemera? Me too. So I'm just gonna make this into, this won't fit in the thing, but there we go. That's a tab. That's our tab. Alright, I think, yeah, I'm gonna do all these into tabs. Because that's how we are rolling today. And I love that tab punch. I was dying for this tab punch. Dying. But I will say, this tab punch, the construction on it is kind of funky. And the first one, of course, broke down really quick. I only used it for a few days and it broke down on me. But the reason why I said the construction is funky is because if you want to do tabs like I'm doing them here, you have to cut the page like I did, because the folded part has to be at the top. If they would have turned the punch around, then I wouldn't have to like cut the paper, if that makes sense. So, and it could be a little difficult to get the paper into. But overall, I like the shape of the punch, so I'll give it on a scale of 1 to 10. I'll give the punch a good 8.5. Excuse me. I'll give it an 8.5. So do you all have anything special going on this weekend? I have to work in my mom's yard this weekend. That's the only thing that's going on special. As hot as you know what. Alright, so now I think, since I still have this strip, I'll just go ahead and cut this too. Of course, the paper goes in here really good when you just only have like one layer to cut, which is probably why this is it acts a little funky when you put a 2-layer thing in. It might not be made for 2 layers. Maybe what I'm doing is a hack. I don't know. So Boo Boo Kitty is babysitting. I want to babysit, but the kids are going to the science center. So it won't be any babysitting for me because all the kids are going to be out and about having fun at the science center, and I'm not going with them. I would like to go with them though, but I already promised my mom that I'll be doing yard work with her. Like I said, exciting weekend. So this is one of the containers that I got from the this is one of the containers I got from the thrift store, and I put it in the dishwasher so it's nice and clean. It just, I guess it's old because it's nice and yellow too. So Kathy asked, where did I find the tab punch? Amazon. So I got it on Amazon because I haven't been able to find it like at Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby. Nobody has it. You know, I guess because the big box stores, they try to stock everything. It's like they stock just a little bit of everything. So things are hard to find. I talked about that with like the Tim Holtz stuff. Oh my gosh, stuff is hard to find. And so I got it from Amazon. And actually this is my second one because the first one I got, it worked perfectly for a few days. I'm going to put this one through the test. It worked perfectly for a few days and then it stopped working. It just seized up. Like if you tried to, it didn't matter what kind of paper you put in, it just wouldn't punch. So I sent it back. So I just got this one a few days ago. And I sent the other one back to Amazon, but they didn't give me no issues with sending it back. So that's where I got the tab punch at. And I love that punch. By the way, I love it. The vintage ephemera box. I guess so. You know what else you could use is a tackle box. So you can get tackle boxes as well. And that will work out. So this is kind of empty right now, but I plan on filling it up. Okay. So now I still have, I cut like a lot of these earlier. And these are from the Doodle Flowers digital kit over at pleasantcreations.com. So if you look in the digital downloads, you'll see these. And I forgot I think it's 3 sheets of these. And they're like different colors. You get some different colors and you get some blank ones also. So you can see this is when my printer was on the fritz. So I have a bunch of extra ones because I was test printing these out. So I'm going to cut these down, and I could cut them like all the way down to a flower, but I don't feel like fussy cutting these that way right now. So I'm going to just cut these down into like more like cards instead. So let's pull out Big Mama. Hey, Brenda. How's it going today, Brenda? All right, so I actually cut a lot of these down already before I came on, because sometimes once I get to a certain point in the day, I don't really want to do anything else, but I know I'm going to be coming on live with you all. So then I'm just kind of hanging out, and then once I figure out what I'm going to do, sometimes I just get started. Sometimes I just get started, and since today was just a random kind of day, it was okay to just get started. I wish I had the sewing machine early. I would have did like some test sewing with the machine, but at this point, if I pulled that out, you guys would just be watching me read the manual, because I definitely don't know how to use it. I love these little doodle flowers, because you can paint these in with any color that you want to, even though I give you lots of colors done already. And these would be like some nice little cards to write on, like little journaling cards. I love, love, love the doodle flowers. They make me happy. I think all my ephemera makes me happy, though, I have to say. It makes me happy. Yeah, toolboxes, I guess it's something people don't really think about, but I used to use toolboxes for my nail polishes too, but I got so much nail polish, it won't fit. Nail polish and washies. I have a tons of. As a matter of fact, it's time for me to redo my nails now. Kick this little blue strip off of here. I got, Kathy asked, hey Mouse, Kathy asked, what sewing machine did I get? And I got a Brother SQ, wait a minute, RSQ 9185. I had to look. Oh, y'all can't even see what I'm doing. I'm just cutting these. I must be cognizant of where the camera is. Let's have a little shark fin Kool-Aid, shall we? That spot. I don't know what Kool-Aid we're going to have tomorrow. I don't even drink that much Kool-Aid, but since Slim is here, I decided to give him lots of sugar before I sent him back to his mom. So Kool-Aid is on the menu every day. As you know, we like our sugar, we like our Kool-Aid with a lot of sugar in it. Well, everybody else does. Personally, I don't like a lot of sugar in my Kool-Aid. I can drink like watery Kool-Aid and I would be fine, but it still has a lot of sugar in the background anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Sugar is sugar, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Y'all, it is so darn hot this summer. I told you I got this, I have this app. It's called Neighborhood app. It's actually called Neighborhood app. And you all should try it out because the people in the neighborhood can communicate with each other even if you don't know each other. Like if a dog is lost or if they see questionable people in the neighborhood, it's kind of awesome. But I'm kind of tired of hearing about people's electricity bill right now because everybody is complaining that their electricity bill is so high. And one thing, I think I talked about this before too, people are thinking that it's the new meters that they're putting into place. Like this one, it's gonna have to be fussy cut. And I don't know because I just got the new meter, so I don't know what it is. But I'm like, okay, can y'all talk about something different? Because I'm tired. She's tired of hearing about the high bills because summertime, the bills are always high anyway. So it's really hard to tell, especially if you just got a new meter. Sometimes people complain and they don't have all the facts. It's like they kind of like jump on the bandwagon with everybody else. If other people complain, they're going to complain too. Y'all, it's raining like crazy outside now. And this was kind of some misfit prints from the leaf doodle kit as well. So I'm just going to cut these up. And of course these come in some different colors too. You can check that out over at shameless plug pleasantcreations.com. Y'all like my shameless plugs? My shameless plug pleasantcreations.com. Oh, and while I'm doing the shameless plug, let me just show you all these again. So I showed this yesterday, and this is a digital kit. It is only in the Facebook group right now. So if you go there, I'm not sure if it's pinned post right now, but the colors are just amazing. I actually started using these myself. I started cutting them up and started using them, but I like them a lot. So they're not over in the Etsy shop, so you have to come join the club over at Facebook group if you're interested in getting those. They're very, very nice, I have to say. I don't know if y'all can hear that rain. It's beating. Some yellowish stuff on here. Yeah, these are pieces that I wouldn't give to anybody else. There was something wrong with these pieces. I don't know what it is, but they'll work perfectly for me. I don't mind misfits. Yeah, I looked at my junk journal today, but I didn't do anything. Oh, Penny, you have the neighborhood app as well. And, oh, they're griping about the fireworks going off. They did that here too, so I think you probably get more complainers, but it's still very helpful though, isn't it? Especially if there's like some unscrupulous activity going on in the neighborhood. And what's nice too is because everybody has like those Ring doorbells now, so they're recording when people come to their doors. And I think people come to houses during the day and they knock on the doors and stuff just to see if anybody's home. Now with those Ring doorbells, they are being recorded. So the people on the neighborhood apps have been sharing what they see. Like if they see people that don't look right knocking on doors, they'll put the recording up um, for all to see for the neighborhood. Yeah, it's coming down hard here. This is like a typical day in the summertime where it rains every day. But I think this week is kind of raining a bit harder than normal. But I have to say, I like the rain. I love it too, Penny. I love that app. And I remember when they first started and I was like, I don't know what this is. It seemed a little scammy to me, but it wasn't scammy at all. Now look at this big stack. Look at that big stack. Now what am I going to do with that? So that's why I'm thinking about doing like like some bundles of stuff. I know I keep talking about the bundles, but I'm going to do it. I just got to stay up all night or get up early in the morning and get it done. So this little piece here, let me just go ahead and knock this out. I'm gonna fussy cut this so I can put it away, because that's what Finish Up Friday is all about. Finishing up stuff so I can put it away so it can get off the floor, get off my desk, and get to where it needs to go. And I get to chat with you all as well. Although it's feeling a little warm in here too. But I don't know if it's just me or if it's probably just me, because when I look at my air conditioning, I have it set for like 76 degrees, I think. Which is kind of warm for me, but that's probably as warm as I can take it. But, I don't want to turn it down too low because, like I said, the bills for the summertime are astronomical. Just astronomical. Okay, let's see what else I have over here that needs attending to with the scissors. Nothing, I don't think. So I have these pieces were some strips that I am going to be sewing together to make my scrap stacks. So if you don't know what the scrap stacks are, it's just where I just put like a few pieces of scraps together and sew them. And I had some already put together, and I actually have like a whole bag of the stacks, but I don't think I'm going to get to those today. So I'll probably sew some of these. I also took out some of the botanicals that I had left in this bag, and I cut these down already. And actually, if you are a super fan over on Patreon, then you would be able to download a Superfan Plus member. You will be able to download these botanicals for free. It's a free download there. So if you're interested, I post additional content over on the Patreon channel as well. And so I put the YouTube videos also there, but there's other videos there that if you're not a Superfan Plus member, you won't be able to get access to. So I'm going to do some sewing on those also. So let's just leave those out. This one is kind of like a mismatch. And then I had these little pieces that have been hanging out since the beginning of time. They're just like some clusters, and I don't know if I'm going to get to these. They just need to be some vintage photos on some pieces and some sewing on these. And I had a pocket. I don't know how that pocket got left out, and that needs some sewing also. So let's do a little sewing now with the old sewing machine. because I don't know how to use the new sewing machine yet. So I don't want it to turn into, you guessed it, a fiasco. So I'm going to pull the old machine. And right now I have like a mustard colored thread in here. So I'm just going to go with that. Let me see if I can get this at a good angle. Sometimes I can get this at a good angle and sometimes I cannot. So let's see here. Let's see, where am I at for time? Because I just been running my mouth as usual. Ooh, y'all, we already done went 40 minutes. What do you know? Alright, so I'm going to start on this side here. And I am going to do a zigzag on this. Gotta get my pressure foot together. Did y'all hear that? It's like thunder all through the night. I'm still gonna be using you. This is a brother machine as well, but I don't think they make this machine anymore. And the reason why I've said this before, I wanted to change is because I wanted some decorative stitches. And I think it's going to do some other things that's going to make my life a little bit easier. I should have sewn across there, but whatever. I missed the boat on that one. And might as well go across the bottom too, even though the bottom is done. This is one of my floating pockets. I like the floating pockets. Floating pocket. Alright, so that's done. So that can get put where it needs to go. So I just had like a little like hanging stuff. I don't know, maybe stuff that fell on the floor or something. I don't know. I'm like, why is this one piece not done? So Penny says she's been making ephemera like a fool today. She's been getting it. Just gonna do the zigzag here on some of the botanicals, because you know, sewing just makes everything look better. So I figure once I sew around, some of this stuff will just be already ready. So that's kind of the purpose of Finish Up Friday. It's just to have stuff ready when I need it, or at least at a different level. Everything that I cut is like at a basic level right now, so it's like at a base level. Now this is a good base as well, but this can go into some cards and stuff. So pretty. I like this color too. It's kind of like a it's not gold. I'll just have to say this is more like a mustard color, but I guess it is kind of a gold color too. So I like that. Do some of the little ones as well. Probably should have used a smaller stitch because this is a small piece. Ooh. Don't try to break on me, brother. Don't try to break. I know you're angry because I brought somebody else in the house. You're not going to be totally replaced, but almost. Almost. Y'all hear that? Thunder. Thunder is a-going. So Boo Boo Kitty says she recently purchased a traveler's notebook. Excited to see that I have inserts. Yes, I have inserts. I'm probably gonna like after the inserts that I have, after those are sold, I may not make those anymore. They haven't really been that big of a seller for me, to be honest. So get them now while they're there. But I will say, if you want like specific things, like things for planning in your inserts, Scrap Craftastic has some wonderful inserts over on her shop. And no, this is not a sponsored video for Scrap Craftastic. But she has like some really good inserts over there. Oh, Tammy, we lost you. I missed you. I knew you were gone. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I knew you were gone. Dag nabbit. Dag nabbit. That Wi-Fi. And then I'll show you all what I've sewn after I get done. I really like this thread. I think I should switch up the stitching, even though, you know, it's just straight stitch, zigzag, straight stitch, zigzag. That's why I had to go for the new machine. So, you know what? This was a great machine to actually get started on, I have to say. I'm kind of glad, because it's like once you start sewing with your machine, then you kind of know what you want. But if you never had a machine before and then you buy one, it's like, I don't know what I want. I don't even know what I want to do with the machine, because the machines have so many different features. I know one feature it has that I really wanted, and that is where you can drop the feed dogs, and I think that's what they're called, and then you can I'm gonna do like a double stitch on here. Let's just try it. I've been doing that too. You can do like a freeform sewing. So that was the main reason why I got that, the new one. I've been doing the double stitches, and I really like it because it looks extra messy stitching, and it's so perfect for junk journals. Look at that extra messy stitching on there. Let me see. Let me fix up the focus for you. There you go. Look at that. It's pretty. I like that. Y'all give the video a thumbs up if you like the extra messy stitching there. Alright. And next, let me get some of the big ones, because those are the ones I really wanted to stitch. This one is white, and you can barely see the flower in there, but actually I can see it pretty good on the camera. I still like it anyway. So I'm going to do this one the same way. Just going to use a straight stitch. I'm going all off the paper and everything. On the new one, I know you can control the speed of how fast your stitches go, because I don't know. I try to use a light foot on this with this pedal, but child, I feel like I'm driving a car sometimes. It just doesn't work out for me. Double up on this as well. See, there's only so much you can. There's only so much you can get done in an hour. And also, I think like the accessories that came with this machine, I don't have anymore, and I don't know what I did with them before I even started sewing good, so I'm missing a lot of the accessories. I probably could have got some, but you know. So Tammy says her first sewing project was home economics, and while everyone else did pillows, she did a prom dress with a fitted bodice and ended up making a replica of it for her wedding dress. That is cool. I don't think they teach sewing and stuff in school anymore, but I took a sewing class too in high school, and I made a teddy bear. It actually had it was from a pattern, and the pattern had letters and everything, so all I had to do was follow the directions, and my teddy bear came out really good. I was proud of it. So I guess that's where I learned the basics of sewing. I made a teddy bear. It was kind of cool. Let me see. I probably need like a darker thread for that. Let's try this one though. See how this is gonna look. That's probably, nah. I probably need like a black thread for that one too. Let me just keep doing these flowers because they look pretty good. I like the way they look. They look pretty. I don't even know what the top of this flower is, what the bottom is. I think it goes like that. Because I'm trying to start my stitching at the top. I don't remember taking a cooking class. I just remember the sewing class. I think maybe I took like a woodworking class. Because I remember going to shop. That was like in middle school. Because they had middle schools by the time I went to school. So I remember that. Of course, I remember doing macrame. I think everybody did macrame back in the day. I remember making ashtrays for my mom and all that stuff. I remember, I don't know how it was in you all's neck of the woods, but I remember participating in JA, which is Junior Achievement. I know they have it here as well. And I remember we had to go like to our career center like after school to participate in Junior Achievement. And we made these wall locker wall mirrors, and we actually made them. We had to go to shop and make them, and then we sold them. And we made a profit, and the profit we used for a big old party at the end, so that was pretty cool. So that was called Junior Achievement. And then once I had my own business, and this was a few years ago, I actually decided to participate as a business owner, like giving classes to students. But I had like this is a whole story, y'all. I had a third grade class. Was it third grade? Yeah, it was a third grade class. They gave me a third grade class, and I had to teach them about the city, like the municipalities and stuff like that, right? So, but the class that they gave me was the class where the kids are like all over the place. They're like crazy kids. So I just went there like, I won't say crazy. That's such a harsh word. They were just like, they had lots of energy, let's put it that way. So one day I was teaching the class. Wait, let me read what you put up here. Oh, it was in 1985. Hey, okay, let me finish telling the story, the JA story. So at the time, I was also part of the Rotary Club here in my city. And the mayor of our city, he had been the mayor for like 85 years here in the city. So everybody knew him. And I knew him too. And so he was in the Rotary Club with me. And the kids one day, when I was teaching them about the city, I was telling them what the mayor was and, you know, what the different people did in the city. And so one of the kids said, well, do you know the mayor? And I said, I do know the mayor. So what I decided to do was to ask the mayor to come to the class and like just talk to them and stuff. And I went to my Rotary Club meeting, and he agreed. He was like, sure, I'll do it. Just give my secretary the information, and I'll come out and I'll talk to the kids or whatever. So because the kids were like off the hook, I had to figure out a way to kind of keep them calm. They didn't know that the mayor was coming though. And because he was like a celebrity in our city. According to them anyway. And so I brought like snacks. And I told the kids when I got there, because I got there before he did. I told the kids when I got there, I said, look, I said, I have these snacks, and you all are not going to get the snacks unless you behave while the mayor is here. So do you all agree to it? They said yes. So the mayor got there, and when he got there and I introduced him, they went crazy. Like he was like Usher or something, or Beyonce. They went crazy. And I told them, I said, hey, you guys want the snacks? You got to calm down. They all got quiet and they sat down. And so he he got up in the front of the class, and I learned some stuff about the city that day. And he talked about the name of the city and the mascot and all kinds of stuff about the city and about being mayor and stuff. And the kids, they were third graders, and they really, really enjoyed it. They enjoyed the talk, and I was so happy. And I gave them the snacks at the end, and we took a big picture, and I sent it to the newspaper to publish, which they did not. I was surprised our little our thing didn't make it in, because the mayor was in good with the newspaper here too, and they did not publish my. I sent them an article and everything, and they didn't publish it. That was kind of disappointing, but that would have been good publicity for my business too. But in any case, so that was my JA story as a business owner. So y'all have to give me a thumbs up just because I told y'all that story. Because it was pretty good. So let's see, where are we at? We have a few more minutes, so I can do some more of these, because I'm on a roll with these. 1985. Well, I'm just going to put it out there. I graduated in 1985, so. I did my home economics class before 1985, because I was finished in 1985. 1985. I remember when Slim found out his mother was born like before 2000. He was really surprised. He was like, "What? You were born when?" Because I guess that's hard for the kids to believe now, since they are the millennials. I love this messy stitch that's going on. Even though I'm going to have those decorative stitches, well, I can't say that I, won't keep doing this, but, maybe I will, and maybe I won't. But I like it. Oh, you were in middle school? Middle school. That's where I did home economics, though. I was in middle school. I don't think we did it in high school. I'm pretty sure I did JA in high school, though. I did a few things. No sports or anything like that. I've never been a sports kind of girl, but I had a few activities. Y'all, I took Latin for like 4 years in school, in high school, and I don't know a lick of Latin. I took 4 years of French. I don't know any French. That's ridiculous. So Lisa, you came out in 85 too? Yeah. Get live in 85. That was our lame slogan. Get live in 85. You have to rhyme with the last number in the year. I don't know what my kids' slogans were, but I'm sure they probably were lame too. I have to ask them. I'm gonna call my son, ask him what his slogan was. I love this color. It's coming out really, 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 really nicely. Look how fussy cut this one. So that has to go where it needs to be. Here's another semi-big piece. Do that one. I'm kind of enjoying, y'all, I'm enjoying just sewing. Y'all know I love sewing. I'm going to really love that new sewing machine. Because as soon as I get off of here, I'm going to start playing around with that thing. Oh, I'm a marathon master at the ephemera. Yes, I think I am. I can get it on the ephemera. But the trick is to not try to do too much when it comes to the ephemera, because I'm telling y'all, the reason why I started this is because I did it kind of for selfish reasons. because I was like, oh, what am I going to work on? And then you have so many things in front of you. And it's like, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. And I was like, wait a minute. Let me just pick a few things out and just do a whole bunch of the same thing. And y'all, now I have amassed an ephemera empire just from doing that. And you say I'm a marathon master, but I only work on the ephemera. Well, no, that's a lie. I was getting ready to say I only work on it when I'm with y'all, but sometimes I work when I'm off of here. So, but I work on it a minimum of 1 hour, and that's one reason why I come on with you all again, for purely selfish reasons, because I'm very productive when I come on here. So even if two people were on here with me, which has happened before, I actually get a lot done. So I'll just stay on for an hour, and if it's just me and one other person, we'll just sit here and I'll just talk to myself and get it done. And I like doing it too. If it was something I didn't like to do, I wouldn't do it. I learned that a long time ago. You got to do what you love if you can. Find a way to do it. I found this craft and I was hooked. I was like, I think this is going to work for me. This one is going to work for me. I just dropped my poor little zigzags for the messy stitch. I was zigzagging everything, but I kind of like this stitch better because it's flat. It doesn't add a lot of bulk. Just adds some very picturesque look. Okay, so let's see. Where are we now? All right, so we're like right at an hour. So I'm just going to show y'all the pieces that I sewed. So of course I went through and I sewed that piece, but so I didn't do anything with these things. So maybe next Finish Up Friday I'll get to work on those. And before I came on, I did a lot of cutting, but you can see I have just tons and tons of ephemera from the Flower Doodles, which is the digital kit, over on pleasantcreations.com. Shameless plug. And my botanicals that are over on the Patreon page, which is at Liz for Day, and all those links are below in the description. Okay, so let's look at these. Let's go down a little bit, and I think I can go a little bit more, and take my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing, because the glasses are only good for some things. So I like the way these came out. Nice little messy stitches there. I like the colors of the botanical prints also. That's what the back looks like. So I'm probably not gonna put anything on the back of these. Maybe, I don't know. But you can definitely write on them. You can write in the white space too on the front. So that would be pretty. And I love, love, love that stitching. You'll be seeing lots of that now. I don't know who I saw doing that, and I was like, let me try doing like a double type of a stitch. Even though I don't have like the double needles, which the new sewing machine has. But I don't know if it will come out like that, but you know, I'm just saying, you could do like the double needle thing with that. So I'll be playing with that too. So you're gonna see me doing some stuff with that new machine for sure. These are cute, huh? And there's my go-to zigzags. I still love the zigzags too. But the old machine only has like 2 size zigzags. Now I can really like get it. I get it. So those I actually got. So let's see. We're not going to count the ones that I just cut, but let's look at. Let me fix the focus. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And the ones I cut. So I'm just going to say for project 20, check. I'm going to say I got that done for today because I did a lot off the Cam. So I want to thank you all for coming on with me. I really appreciate it. I had lots of fun. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up so that helps in the YouTube algorithm world. Oh, before I go, let's just take a peek at the sewing machine. Let me see if I can put it up here some kind of way. Ugh. Ooh, it has a nice little handle. It has a nice little handle on it too. Still has like the blue tape. I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna turn it down so y'all can see. Dun, 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 dun. So this is what it looks like. Let's go up a little bit. So of course, I don't have no idea how I'm gonna use this, but I'm happy to have you. So this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to play with it for a little while, but I wanted to give you guys just a little sneak peek. So with that, I am going to go ahead and say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet lotus blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day and enjoy life.